I was the one who organized the April 19th protest here, and I'm going to continue to show up and continue to fight because what's happening is authoritarianism.
What is Donald Trump doing that's authoritarian in your mind?
Deporting without due process, stripping people away from their rights. It's disgusting.
Now, he would say what we're doing is getting out gang members that have deportation orders. Your thoughts?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
That's fine. Donald Trump would say we're deporting people that are members of gangs that are harming Americans, and they have deportation. Well, I mean,
why are you blindly believing him?
So in the case of the guy that was sent to the El Salvador...
Absolutely do your own research, because if you look at him prior to going to his prisons, he didn't have the tattoos on his knuckles.
Oh, so you think all the tattoos are generated like Photoshop?
I don't know. I know what's happening right now I don't agree with, and I'm not standing behind, and I think as a young adult, it's definitely my responsibility to stand up and take a stand. I mean, I'm doing a disservice to others if I'm not.
Taking a stand against the deportation of gang members?
Taking a stand against the deportation of American citizens, taking a stand against the inhumane treatments of human beings. I mean, what makes them an American less than you or I? Like,
well, they technically might not be American citizens.
Why do you believe that they should be treated inhumanely? Why do you think they should be locked up in cages and treated poorly?
Because they need to be deported, don't they?
Again, why do you think that they need to be locked up in cages and treated poorly?
Do you think they'll leave if we just ask them nicely?
I don't believe in a country that treats people inhumanely.
So, when Laken Riley was murdered, do you know the name Laken Riley?
No.
So Laken Riley was murdered by an illegal immigrant. Did you stand up for her family?
When did this happen?
About 2 years ago.
I wasn't even an adult at the time. I'm sorry that this happened, and I send my condolences to her family, but it's absolutely an unfair, preconceived notion to accuse all immigrants of being a murderer.
I don't think anybody's accusing all immigrants of being murderers, but what I'm interested in is you seem very passionate about standing up for illegal immigrants and making sure their rights are protected. What about people that are victims of crime from illegal immigrants?
I think that's a fault not just in country lines. I think that's a fault in mental health systems. I think that's a fault in our justice system. I think there are issues every step of the way, but I think it is an ignorant statement to sit there and say that all illegal immigrants could potentially cause...
Nobody said that, but with Laken Riley's killer, for instance, he had multiple deportation orders. He had been arrested for violence in the past, and he was out. And he murdered a young, innocent woman while she was going for a run.
I don't hold responsibility over others' actions. I send my condolences to her family, and it's tragic that happened. I don't stand behind it. Absolutely, I don't stand behind them.
But you seem to want to hold Donald Trump accountable for his actions.
Trump, not just Donald Trump, every single politician that puts profit over people, and I think that's what's happening here.
So you hold Donald Trump accountable, but not somebody that murders an innocent woman?
Again, not just Donald Trump. Anyone who is putting profit over people, anyone who is sitting there being reckless with their behavior. I mean, if we're to sit there and say someone's a murderer, I absolutely do not stand behind that. However, I do think that due process should happen. I believe we have a very broken government system that needs repairing. And that is why I'm here today. I'm not just protesting Donald Trump. I'm protesting every single broken policy, every single broken system.
What kind of government would you like to see?
Again, a government that puts people over profit, a government that believes in due process.
So would a communist-style government be the type of one you'd like to see? I mean, that puts people over profits.
No.
No?
No.
What example of government? I'm interested to know what example of government out there puts people over profits.
I still have a lot to learn as a young adult. I have a lot to grow, and my mind is constantly evolving. I do not think that there's a perfect answer I can give you, but I'm not going to sit here and say that communism's the answer because I don't agree with that either. I mean, my family is full of veterans. My father served for quite a long time. My stepfather served. Everyone in my family has essentially served. And so I do hold a lot of my values towards prioritizing vets for sure.
I love it out here. It's always fun.
But I can't sit here and say I support a communist government because I'm not informed enough. I don't know enough about their ideologies and what they stand for, and I'm not going to sit here and blindly say I support them.
But you're pretty confident that the current government we have in America has problems.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that any person can come to the table and say that it's our responsibility to grow every day and get better and improve. And it's not wrong to recognize that there are issues. It's not wrong to sit there and say we screwed up here and we need to grow from it. And I believe that our government has a duty to protect its people, and I believe our government has a duty to grow and evolve as the times grow.
Do you think our government screwed up under Joe Biden?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Do you think our government screwed up under Joe Biden?
I absolutely do not support Joe Biden either. Yeah, I don't support Joe Biden. I don't support Donald Trump. I believe these are both individuals that prioritize profit over people. Absolutely.
So would you say you're a Bernie Sanders or AOC supporter?
No. I think in a perfect ideological sense, Bernie Sanders would be considered a right-wing person. Like in any European country, he would be considered right-wing. And so here I think it's actually really sad that we have to choose between AOC or Donald Trump because I don't agree with either. I think what we have here is a very broken system. I think as a young person, it's nice to not see such an old person in office, but I don't necessarily agree with everything she's doing.
So it sounds like you're a socialist.
No, I didn't say that at all. I'm independent. I'm unregistered.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what it is that you believe.
I mean, I believe that trans rights are human rights. I believe in free Palestine. I believe that, this country was founded upon immigrants and they've worked their asses off and we should support them as such. And I think that we all have a lot to learn and grow from.
So do you believe in open borders?
I don't know. I'm not educated enough to make a statement on that.
All right.